I don't know why it's taken me this long to jump on board with this, but I know that there is a million videos out there about 3D pens. I wasn't gonna buy one for $200-300. No way. I went and bought one on Wish for $20. $22 to be exact. I have cut it open because I actually bought this. When did I buy this? I think I bought it a week ago, and I honestly did not expect it to turn up this quick, and it did. So I'm cutting it open, and the box is really small, and I'm cutting it open going, what is this? I don't remember ordering anything other than a 3D pen. And it was the 3D pen. Like, it's smaller than I thought, but then I don't really know what I was expecting. So in the box I got this thing. I don't know what that is, but we'll find out. Power cord, a really crappy selection of colors. So yeah, this came with it too. I knew that there was 3 colors, and but it's not too bad. That's a gold. Not complaining too much. Obviously the pen itself, I got a grey one. An instruction booklet which tells you all about how to use it. They've given you like a booklet on what you can do. You got little templates if you want to do it that way. There's another one. Some glasses, a little guitar, and a bike. I'm pretty sure this is the pad that you put over the top of your design like that. So, and you just, yeah, you know what I mean. Now I'm just gonna put it all back in there for now. So this is the funny part. I thought I ordered this about a month ago, and I thought, wow, so cheap that, yeah, I thought it included the pen for $12, and I went, well, I'm just gonna jump on that because that's just super cheap. But the way that they word things on Wish, you really got to be careful, like super careful, because the package that I got was not the pen, but it was all these colors. 10 colors I got. So yeah, I got the skin color, this shitty green, this one. Oh, that's a clear blue. The black, a red, white. Oh, another see-through transparent orange. Oh, a clear, and the color of hate. Yeah, always read things good. Like, even though I went over the listing and it actually says 3D pen in it, it was actually just for the cartridges. Shame on you, Wish. Shame on you. I'm gonna do some tests first. Let's go and do that. Alright, hey, let's get this started. So that's a little stand. So the pen stands in there like that. I better plug this thing in. Alright. So that's not even the right power pack. Are you serious? They've sent me the wrong power pack for this thing. Wow. Well, this video is now getting filmed today. So I got onto the supplier at Wish, and they got back to me pretty quickly, and I told them all about the issue, how they sent me the wrong power pack. So they ended up refunding me, which is not what I wanted. I wanted them to send me another power pack, but hey, they refunded me. I can't complain, but I ended up finding a power adapter around the house from one of my old media players. So I got it working, which was great. Can't really complain with that service from Wish. Now, I wasn't about to use the templates that came with the pen. No. No, I wanted a bit more of a challenge, so I threw that away. And I ended up downloading my own from 3Doodler. I will have their links below if you are interested in doing their stencils. But the book, oh my god, the book had the most broken English I have ever seen in a manual. I couldn't believe it. It was shocking. And a lot of the instructions, like right here, it says that the pen light will go blue when the pen is actually turned on and ready to go. The light actually goes green. Like, it's a minor thing. It's something that I shouldn't really nitpick at, but yeah, it's just, it's wrong. It's wrong. So the light is red there to let you know that it's heating up, which is actually, it heats up pretty quick. But here, I touched the end of the pen here, not the smartest thing to do, because it was really, really hot. And yes, I touched that on purpose too. Yeah, I'm not real smart there. So there's the green light. So that's what it looks like. And yeah, don't touch that end. That is so hot. My finger is still stinging from that. So yeah, 3 doodler. I got this rocking chair. This was going to be the first one that I tried. I thought it was going to be fairly easy. That looked pretty easy. So I attempted this one first, and I honestly was prepared for this pen to be a little bit of a nightmare to use. But yeah, the tangled mess, this was a nightmare trying to get these filaments apart. Like, I could not believe, I ended up having a complete brain snap trying to get these apart. I think that was really bad. They probably should have packaged that individually, because people like me who just, I just lost my shit at trying to get these things apart. Like, the red filament that I'm pulling out now was a walk in the park compared to the gold and the white. They were just like, I nearly threw that across the room. But inserting the filament was actually quite easy. Like, you just, once the light goes green, you just place the filament into the end, and then you press the button, the arrow that's pointing down, you press that, and it just comes through, just feeds through. And yeah, it takes a little bit when you put a new filament in, but it was surprisingly good. And then I sort of wasn't sure how to stop it when it was starting to come out, but then I realized it's actually an automatic feed through. So what you do is you press the button first, and then it keeps automatically coming out until you press the arrow again. So I had to work that out a bit. Like, it took a bit. And then my partner decided that he was going to, get up on this and have a go at it. And yeah, I was showing him all about how to use it. And yeah, he touches the end of it. I'm like, don't touch the end. What are you doing? That's how I burnt myself. So that was quite funny. But yeah, he had different expectations for this pen. He started using it and sort of couldn't work out why it came out a little bit squiggly. And I'm like, well, it's kind of how it sort of comes out. If you do watch a lot of tutorials on YouTube about how to use these things, they're not the smoothest. So he then tries the actual squiggle effect himself, and this is about the time he just goes, nah, I've had it with this thing. I'm not using this thing anymore. So he gave up. But yeah, this is my first proper attempt at using this pen, and yeah, I really found it quite easy straight up to use. I was quite surprised how easy it was to actually use this pen. Like I said, I had expectations of it being quite difficult to use, but it really wasn't. It was quite a walk in the park, to be honest with you. And as for the noise, this pen's not very noisy. All it does is it just makes a little bit of a feed-through noise for the filament to come down. It's not loud. It's not loud at all. There was a little bit of a smell though with the filament burning, I suppose, and melting. And I did notice that once I had finished doing my creations that I had made, when I went to bed that night, because I did it at night, and yeah, straight after I had completed these, I went to bed, and all I could taste in my mouth was the filament smell that was coming through my nostrils. So yeah, it's very pungent smell, but it's yeah, as long as you don't get too close to it, it's not too bad. Like yeah, like I said, it sort of tainted my sinus passages a little bit and in my mouth a little bit, but yeah, no real biggie, to be honest with you. Here is how long it takes for a colour to pretty much come out of it, and I was a little bit impatient, so I ended up just continuing on. But yeah, it transitioning from the brown to this bready brown colour to the white, yeah, it took ages for that brown to pretty much wash out of the white. So yeah, that was the only issue. But when it goes back the other way, when it goes from a light color to a dark, yeah, that pretty much washes out straight away. Like, that comes out quicker. I ended up doing the front frame, the front two foot, I don't know what you call them, but yeah, they were wonky. And I didn't end up changing it, it just stayed like that. So there is my chair. There is my finished product with the chair. Not too shabby for my first go, but yeah, I must admit it was hard to put it together. So this is my second attempt, which is the T-Rex. I got a little bit more confident to tackle another one, and this is another 3 doodler one. And as you can see, the original template was small. I ended up blowing it up and making it a fair size, which ended up being to my detriment, because I ended up using a lot more filament than I thought I was going to use, and the T-Rex ended up being 2 different colors, which sort of looks a bit silly, and I kind of wish that I didn't do it that way. I sort of wish that I'd done it a little bit smaller, but lesson learned, you know, you gotta do these things to learn. But yeah, to be completely honest with you, I had so much fun. When I started doing this T-Rex, I was just like, yeah, this thing is awesome. I really wish I would have got on board earlier with this thing, because I had so much fun, and I'm going to buy more filament and I'm going to do more of this, because yeah, I found it super relaxing and just super fun. So yeah, I do highly recommend anybody, you know, try this. Like, it's definitely fun.
Perfect.
And this is about the time I run out of the filament with the tan. Yeah, there we go. So now I've swapped over to the white, and yeah, it just looks silly. So yeah, I lots of regrets here. I should have just kept the template smaller and just did it smaller, but you know, I got a little bit carried away and got a little bit too excited. So because the little piece of plastic that I got with the kit was, you know, quite small, and the spine was quite large here, I ended up doing the spine in 2 parts. So I did one section, and then I waited for that to dry, and yeah, and then did the next section. And then what I did after that was just stuck them together by applying a little bit of melted filament to the ends of the spine, and yeah, just joined the spine together. As you will see, it was quite easy, and yeah, it was quite strong, like, and it does take bugger all time to dry. Like, it was really amazing. Like, you really have to work quite quick with this because it does dry very, very quick. Like, I'm talking like a matter of seconds. You will get results of it drying, and yeah, it's definitely good. So you don't need to stick this thing together with glue or anything, you just use the filament. So yeah, this was a bit of a monumental screw up on my behalf with the spine. I thought I had actually stuck the spine on upside down at first, then I cut it off, and then I turned it around the other way, and then I realized that it was the right way the first time, so I had to cut it off again and then reattach it to the head. So yeah, that was a stupid moment in my behalf. So overall, I wasn't too happy with the way this T-Rex came out. I think if I did all one colour, I think it would have been a lot better. But yeah, there's a few things I didn't do correctly. Like, I should have put one of the legs forward so it had half a chance of standing up. And yeah, it's just a learning experience. And yeah, I want to go away and create something bigger and better, and create something for myself that's my own creation. So yeah, hopefully I can do that and come back and then show you guys that. But yeah, this was really fun, and I highly recommend getting this Wish pen. It's cheap, it works, it does what you want it to do, really, so you can't really go wrong. So yeah, that is it from me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!